All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Highline. A little different this time. We are recording after the race at COTA. Uh, um, you know, the Circuit of the Americas. Which our buddy Rome. What's up, Rome?
What's up, buddy? Just another great Tyler Reddick Sunday.
And look, it was a good Sunday. Look, we've been talking mainly NASCAR, but the racing is getting back little by little, so it's going to be a very much a full episode as we um go on the next couple weeks. F1 starts next week. Indy just started this week. Yeah, a lot of racing that I'll be watching myself. I don't know about Rome, but we'll keep him to his NASCAR and I'll watch everything else. That's how we'll do it.
Well, next weekend's a doubleheader.
What do you got?
It's I don't know if they said it was Formula One or Indy, and then
Well, Formula One
NASCAR.
starts next week and it's in Australia, so it'll be early in the morning, like early, like 3 in the morning.
Then it's Indy
Okay, yeah.
because they were talking about during the race was Indy, and then the
What,
coast
like
was
Fox broadcast? You mean?
yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like that today because I think the race ended at like 2:30, and then the NASCAR race started at 3:30, and it was on Fox. So, well, before we get to today's race, because we didn't record pre this race, we got to go over Atlanta. Atlanta was a good time. Uh, Atlanta was a really good race. Three races, three really good races. Same winner. Spoiler. Um,
Spoiler alert.
Tyler Reddick is on a heater here. And let me tell you, we'll talk about Atlanta real quick. Tyler Reddick was, was kind of counted out by most people. He was missing a bumper, like half of his side of his bumper, or side of his car, I should say.
Which usually on a track like that, it's almost like the death penalty.
Yeah, it doesn't really work with the aerodynamics and all that. Well, it worked for him. Um, he was in it late, had a surge. He was with his teammate Bubba, who was up front. Um, and then Carson Hocevar, the hungry, very anxious youngin, uh, pushing forward for the second week in a row, being a little too too eager.
He's
Uh,
extremely too aggressive.
yeah, well, he's trying to go after it, and I mean, I could give him props for that. It is making some noise, but
But what's
uh,
going to happen is he's going to be winning a race, and then someone's going to repay the favor, and he's not going to win the race.
I
That's
mean, I
going to
haven't
be
heard anything bad from the
because
garage.
I don't know, because even Denny said it that the way he's racing, it could cause some issues where he's doing his thing, and someone's gonna
The old head's
just
trying to give some tips. That's all. He's like, look, this might happen, kid. But anyway, Hocevar is doing his thing. Bubba's up front. Tyler's somewhere behind. And Bubba out of nowhere just decides to block up. And that's how like Tyler
and
gets by.
and then
by.
all momentum just disappears.
Yeah, it disappears. And I don't know what the fuck. I mean, they said it might have been the best move. I listened to, his his crew chief has a show on, a podcast on Dirty Mo. So
Yep,
he
Bubba.
was talking. He made a joke. He was like, "I'm Bubba Wallace's crew chief." And
And
they had
spotter.
Blaine. Yeah, spotter. He's like, "I'm Bubba Wallace's spotter." And Blaney was on this show this week, and Blaney was like, "Are you sure?" so, so I think they were just joking about that part at the end. I don't know if it was his call. I don't know if it was Bubba's. Obviously, Ultimate's Bubba's, I guess. But I think if he would have stayed down, he would still got momentum. He had a really like good car all day. So, I mean, at the end of the day, after Atlanta, the 2:23:11 cars were top two in points. So, obviously Tyler Reddick getting the wins. Bubba had gotten a few stage wins in the first two races. So like he was up there points wise. So after Atlanta, they were top two. Point getters, obviously Tyler leading because he's won two races.
Hmm.
Um, We go to this weekend. We're at Austin. First road course of the year. Third race in is a little different, but we'll take it. Um, I think Sonoma used to be early, um,
Hmm.
back in the day, but you know what I miss that I realized they don't do anymore? Speaking of tracks, we just get on these rants talking about these tracks. They don't race at Cal anymore.
No.
Remember California?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
do remember that. They don't race there anymore.
yeah, yeah. Well, anyways, um, but yeah,
I mean, California is not like a big race state.
yeah. But it was a cool race. I mean, look, I think. I mean, I guess for fan base purposes, you could try to spread it all around as much as you can if there is a racetrack available. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got
Like,
to pull in the numbers in the stands.
well,
You
yeah,
get
but
to
at the
get
end of the
buzz
day,
watching it, but
let's be honest. I'm pretty sure NASCAR like owns a percentage of the tracks that they race at. That's why they race there.
oh, definitely.
So, like, whatever deal they couldn't cut, like then like whatever. But anyway, we're not gonna go deep into that. We go to race weekend number 3. We're at the Circuit of the Americas. Before we touch on that, I thought it was really cool that the truck race. Did you watch it?
I think I caught bits and pieces of it. I
So
didn't really
truck race, it
watch
was
it.
their first street race for a truck race ever, and they
In
went
St. Petersburg.
they went at St. Petersburg, which was, I think was interesting. I don't know if that was obviously it was a partnership with Indy because they raced the same road course as Indy because Indy car had the same Grand Prix uh, earlier today as we record. We're recording Sunday night. So it was cool. The trucks were out there on Friday, I believe Friday afternoon, maybe. I think is when they raced.
I
Uh,
think so. I'm trying to remember when I saw it.
I think it was Friday afternoon. Um, but that was a really cool to see. I didn't even know they hadn't done like Chicago or anything like that, so that was cool that they got to do their own thing. And I guess that's also a partnership, and that might have been brought on. The relationship might have been brought on by probably the fact that they both have Fox as a TV partner.
It was
IndyCar.
yesterday.
Oh, okay. So I
It was
guess it was
yesterday at noon.
okay, early yesterday. And I guess when you have the same network televising, you know what I'm saying, network partner, and it's easy. Well, network partners because I think Indy at some point in the season switches to NBC, just like NASCAR does NBC sometimes too.
Hmm.
Like so, they basically have the same TV partner, so that helps out. So I'm sure that's how that relationship came about, and they were able to get that going, which was I thought it was cool. Um, O'Reilly raced that COTA. Who won that race? I didn't even care.
Riley, I can get that for you. That was another background race I had going on. Let's see, O'Reilly, SVG won that race.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's right,
Well,
SVG won it.
got a little practice for his expertise, um, which is the road course. He was set to going into today. He was going for a record because he had won 5 straight road courses, or as whatever you want to call them. Uh, so he was going for a record that I think he would have tied. I think it was Jeff Gordon back in the
No,
day.
he would have had the lone record if he won today.
He was tied with Jeff. Is that what it was?
Yeah, he was tied.
All right. So yeah, he had won 5 straight road courses. He was going for 6, which would have been the record. So the race, uh, the race was pretty clean to an extent. Um,
For the most part, yeah, it was. I mean,
they,
the good thing about this track is when people spin out, they don't just throw the caution flag because there's enough
well, it
room in
depends
between.
how like what kind of crash it is. But yeah, that is true. There is a lot
I
of
mean, yeah, for like normally if someone like
it's a
spins
road
out
course. Yeah.
during a race, they usually throw the yellow flag. But for a road course, there's enough time for them to get back on the course before the cars come back around.
Yeah. So, and guess what? They reconfigured the track this year
Hmm.
for this race, which is something they talked about in the beginning. So it didn't do the normal. Grand Prix, which is what F1 races and they NASCAR used to race as well. I don't know if they're changing that for Indy as well. I don't think they are, but we'll see. Uh, and then they kind of cut it not short. I think it's still. I don't think it's much shorter. It might be, but they they switched it. I mean, it's big enough that they have these different,
Hmm.
um, you know, configurations of the track. But the normal configuration changed for NASCAR. So, I mean, there were still what, like 16 turns anyway, I think.
Yeah, with now the addition of the what do they call them, the tire barriers,
Oh yeah, I
so they
mean,
couldn't cut corners. Which
yeah, and
watching the race and seeing
they
how close they were getting to them damn things, my ass was just puckering, waiting for one someone to smoke one.
but it was only in like two sections. It was in the S section, like right after turn one and two, like
Hmm.
well after the hill, you go into the S mode there at COTA, which I hate racing there, at least in Formula One because of the fuck like the damn S, just that part I hate.
Yeah, me too.
I could only imagine how it is in NASCAR. I haven't done it in the game because I don't like the track. So I don't
Yeah.
like road courses. So I haven't raced in the track yet. Um, but yeah. So obviously going into it, they highlighted the people who have won there before, or just in general have won road courses. So they were talking about SVG. They were talking about how Chase Elliott had won a few. I think this was they were pointed out that Hendrick when it was the
Uh-huh.
first year last year that they didn't win a road course. So it's the
Yeah.
first time since like 2017. So it's been like whatever, like 7 8 years in a row that they had won at least one
Hmm.
road course. So yeah, I mean the first stage went pretty flawless. Um, Nothing really happened. Um, I think was it Blaney that won because he stayed out. I think.
I
No, no, Blaney
believe.
pitted before the caution. So that's what happened in the first stage. Blaney pitted before the caution. I remember.
So was it
Uh,
SVG or was it I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think who the heck won the first stage.
I think it was
Was
what's
it
it called?
was it Chastain?
Yeah, it was Ross.
All right,
Ross
so
won the first
okay.
stage. So I mean, they pit, they start stage two, they do the whole thing, and then like I thought we were gonna get their first caution, but like you said, they let it run. They go into the hill to the corner, and that's usually where a lot of like the crashes happen. And Connor Zilic kind of like spins because he gets hit, but
Hmm.
everybody's able to get around him. Um, and then he's just kind of left out to catch up to everyone. So but second stage, why didn't I don't remember who won second stage.
Ty Gibbs.
Aye, okay.
Ty
So
won
yeah, I
second
mean,
stage.
so first stage was 20 laps, second stage was 25, and then the last stage was 50. Um, so it went from there. And then after for the last stage, it was pretty much as well. Rome texted me while, and it was basically the Tyler Reddick and
Blaney show.
Blaney show for the most part. Um,
And
so
yeah, Blaney couldn't catch up to him. And then it became the Reddick SVG show. The two men
yeah,
fighting for different records.
yeah. I mean, was it is it a record for Ty? Like, is this the first time it's happened? I mean, I don't remember it
This
happening.
is the first time anyone has ever won the first three races.
Okay, there you
So he's
go.
done something no one's ever done before.
And he's done well. It's back to back poles and wins for him because he won the pole in Atlanta and won the race. So there's that as well.
Hmm.
Um, so I mean,
I mean, Tyler was just basically untouchable.
yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
SVG gave him a run for the money there in the end, and then Tyler just then SVG just couldn't keep pace with him, which is out of the ordinary because SVG just dominates these
yeah.
road courses.
Yeah, I mean, but he was there, and it's something that, like they said, they did point out on the broadcast, like this was the first road course he hadn't started like up front, like in the
Hmm.
top. I think it was like three. He started 13, so he made his way up, and he made his way up pretty quickly because I think by the end of by the end of stage one he was second in there because people had pitted and done some things. Obviously that helped, but that's I mean not to take away from his accomplishment of getting up there, but like
Yeah.
people have pitted. Like the strategy's weird at road courses. People try to get before the stop,
Hmm.
before the stage is done, so they're out there. All that good stuff, I guess
And
you could say.
SVG was forcing Tyler to have an immaculate run on the course with zero mistakes, and
Yeah, I
pressure
mean
was on
he
him.
had to
Tyler
put the
and
pressure on him a little
and
bit.
Tyler, he navigated that course perfectly,
Yeah, well,
especially on the straightaway right there at the front stretch.
yeah.
He just that's where all his power was. He just pulled away, slowly but surely, just pulled away.
It was three cautions in total. By the way, that's how kind of like smooth it went on today. So doesn't happen a lot.
I thought there might have been one on that last lap when Hocevar spun out into the wall,
Uh,
and which probably would have screwed Tyler.
yeah, probably. But yeah, like right now, yeah, as the standings go, it's Tyler Bubba, Chase, Blaney, SVG's number five in the standings right now. So,
He's gonna start plummeting because he's
well,
not.
yeah, I
He's
mean,
not gonna. He's not really a. He's a road course runner. He's not a
well, we'll see,
sprint
man,
runner.
because he finished sixth in Atlanta. This is why he's in the top five.
Well, we'll see when we get to the short tracks. We'll see how he
I
can
mean,
handle the packs.
maybe. I mean, if the guy can race, he can race. He's finally full time. Was it second year full time?
Maybe.
You never know. Give these guys a chance. Times have changed. um, so yeah, I mean, as the standings go, that's where they're at right now. The top five: Reddick, Wallace, Elliott,
Mm.
Blaney, SVG. That's your top five. Um, not a great start for your boy.
Well, he's creeping back up.
31st, 13 and 10th. So yeah, this is his best finish of the
I
year.
mean, Daytona, he got involved in the wrecks, and then at Echo Park, he was involved in the wrecks, which hurt him too. And then today was his first top 10 finish in, I believe, at COTA. Maybe not just on road courses, but at COTA.
Well, me and
So,
Daddy have something in common. We just don't like
so he's
courses.
jumped up from, I think he was like 32nd in standings
Yeah, I
to
mean, he
23rd.
jumped up 10 spots basically almost.
So, I mean, now we're getting into the bread and butter of Denny's tracks. So he should be making up some serious ground here.
Yeah, I mean, we're right back to Phoenix next week. One of the classics. Um, Phoenix was always like interesting to me because like
Hmm.
the start finish isn't like where you normally would think it is because like I mean it's a weird shaped
Yeah, it's like
um
yeah,
track, but
it's almost like a. I feel like it's like a mini Pocono.
yeah, to an extent it's got kind of like that shape. But yeah, Phoenix is always an interesting race. It's Phoenix number one for Phoenix because they always do it twice at the end of the year. So during the chase, not the playoffs anymore. But yeah, we got some good tracks coming up that I like as well. Got Phoenix, Vegas, Darlington. I love Darlington. Darlington's a good one.
Who doesn't love Darlington?
I
If you don't
mean,
like Darlington, I don't think you're a true race fan.
yeah, that one's got like a funny like design shape too, which I think is what makes it, you know,
Hmm.
like the track that it is. The personality. What do they call her? Don't they have
What?
a nickname for her?
Well, you
The
got
Lady in
one.
Black. See,
There you go.
too tough to tame. She won't take you on a date. Like, yeah. So I mean, the next five races are uh to look forward to the classics. Yeah, Phoenix, Vegas, Darlington, Martinsville, and Bristol. So I love me some Bristol.
Everybody
Um,
loves Bristol.
Martinsville's fun too. Um, so yeah, like before you know it, we'll be at Dega, and you know it'll be April. Like
Right.
it's things just running through. Um, yeah. Um, I don't know any off the field news, off the track news. I was gonna say field that I've heard any of. Everybody's staying kind of calm, I guess, from what I've
No,
heard.
there's
Maybe I
not
didn't.
been no stuff, no fighting or anything like that yet.
I mean,
I'm sure
that.
once this season goes on a little bit, we're gonna see some stuff.
I mean, I did see it. Not to bring it back up, I did see like a clip of does Kyle Bush's wife have a podcast? I think.
Ah, that I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Somebody's wife does. One of the Bushes. And she had she had Nelly Decker on, and not to bring her up again, but I get she asked about the whole situation, but um, I guess she did say that her spotter did tell her like slow down and go up top, and then I guess I don't know her explanation for what I remember. She said she thought she was clear and then like got hit. I don't know, but
It's Samantha Bush, Kyle Bush's wife.
okay, well there you go for those that
Um,
care. But yeah, I mean that was all. I don't know anything else.
had a couple interesting things during the race. I think it was Alex Bowman had to have a switch out with I think it was a spotter because he was sick.
Bowman was a spotter.
It was no Bowman was sick, so they had to pit and then he had to change out, and I believe it was his spotter had to
Oh,
come out.
cool.
And yeah, actually, as I'm watching the highlights from today's race, it's actually showing it right now. Them switching out, so the spotter got in the car to drive. And then the other thing that happened was AJ Allmendinger, the cool suit to keep him
Mm-hmm.
from overheating, it failed during the race. And I was also seeing that like his the ventilation that goes into the helmet was blowing hot air. So when
Yeah.
he got out of the car, he literally just collapsed on the ground from
Well,
obviously heat exhaustion. But
well, yeah.
he went to the care center and he's all good.
Well, we love to hear it. We don't want anything to happen
I
there.
mean, I can't imagine the heat in that car because those cars get up to 100 like 45 degrees in those cars,
Yeah,
and then your
they
cool
do.
suit fails
Yeah,
mid race and you still able to finish it.
yeah. I mean, it's intense, intense in there. Um, let's see. Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of interesting stuff. It was a hot day in Texas. I mean, it always is like hot in Texas. But yeah. Anyway. Uh okay. Sorry, I'm looking up something. So
I was gonna say it looked like you zoned out there for a second.
no, I'm trying to get ahead of the next thing I was gonna bring up. Today, like I said, Indy opened his season with the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, right down in Florida, and Alex Palau won. This is back to back. He won this race last year, um, which he is the defending champ. He gets out to a win. He's the won 3 years in a row. So and four out of the last five. So I mean he's dominated IndyCar. Um, so he won that first race. He is a Chip Ganassi racing driver, which Chip Ganassi used to be or is still somewhat involved, very small now, but um involved with NASCAR. Um, I think they put all their focus on on the what's it called on Indy, which I
Hmm.
get. I mean, makes sense if you know they feel that way. Maybe maybe what's it called? Money too. There's a lot of money to build these cars and all that. It's not
Just a little
cheap.
bit.
It's not cheap. So especially Indy cars or just these open wheel cars, they're like millions of dollars to build. So um and when you got let me see, this is another thing. Indy, I feel like they may have too many cars to on a track at the same time. So like Chip Ganassi's putting out 3 cars for IndyCar. That's like let's say there's just a low budget 1 million each. That's like 3 million a car. Whoa,
Yeah, only 3 million a car.
only 3 million. You know what I'm saying? Team Penske also the involved in NASCAR. They have their F1 um conglomerate, not F1 Indy. I'm mixing them, but yeah, like there's just too many cars. But whatever. Um, that was a it was a cool race. He dominated. He got out to it. They are next week. They are at Phoenix, so they won't be on the street. They'll be at Phoenix. I forgot that they race at Phoenix. So IndyCar will be at Phoenix. It'll be a 3 p.m. Eastern time. What time is our race since they're back to back?
That's a great question. I can find that
I
out for
got
you.
it. Hold on.
I'll race you.
It is
Damn, I scrolled too far down on the schedule here.
3:30.
Yeah, 3:30.
So, hold on. How we doing this? Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it too much, but I'm sure they're back to back. I like I don't doubt that. So anyway.
Yeah, how the heck is that gonna work?
Yeah, I don't know. They say they're
Is
both
he?
Eastern, but I don't I don't know how it's working. Anyway. But yeah, next week we'll talk about all 3 forms of racing. I will be watching the F1 because I'm a crazy person and I'll be up at 3 in the morning or whatever to watch the Australia race. And then I'll take a little nap and enjoy everything else. Um, they're coming next Sunday. Um, obviously, Rome will be watching everything else. Any Menards news or anything that we should know?
No, no,
Any,
Menards.
any
I
updates on
mean,
your favorite drivers?
I
I mean,
couldn't figure out what where to fricking watch it. So,
remember when there was a speed network, speed channel?
oh, it's on. Actually, it was probably on Fox Sports One
Possibly or two.
because the uh Arca West started this weekend.
Well,
Because
now what your girl's at?
my girl was racing. Um, I didn't even check to see where she finished. I know
All
she won.
right. Well, we might have to save that for next week. So we'll have the Haley Deegan report next week. But that's all the time we have for today. Um, thank you for supporting, like, share, subscribe. This is your boy Nando Rome for the High Line. We'll see you next week, race fans. Peace out.
Tyler for 3.